We are back! Welcome back to the Nick RP stream, everyone. It's good to be back. Here I am, your host, the one and only Nick RP Green. Hello, everyone! Oh, it's so good to be back. Oh, apparently I wasn't back for very long. Oh! And this is then. Yeah, let's fucking go indeed. I get the feeling that there was one thing I didn't test. Yep, for some reason. Oh dear. So for some reason, the switching scene to the subscriber scene isn't working. I'm not quite sure why. That shouldn't be doing that. That should be doing something else. I will see if I can fix it whilst we're on. Oh, I bet it's because it doesn't know what that transition is, because it might be in somewhere else. Anyway, I will try and fix it as we talk. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nick RP stream. It's wonderful to be here. Let me see all of your lovely messages. Caro, thank you very much for subbing on Twitch and for subscribing on YouTube as well. Your room needs well more decoration. There's a small echo in your voice. That is not a big surprise. This is still quite an empty room. I might turn my mic down a little bit. I haven't had that much time to prep. As you can see, I've got the nice display case right next to me now. But yes, the room will be a little bit echoey, and obviously over time that will improve. This room is still quite empty. Even just putting some, like some stuff up on the wall and things like that will help. I do have my other cam, hopefully. Oh yeah, I do. There we go. So this is this view. We have the other display case in that corner, because both display cases are now in this room, which is nice. You can see the giant Eevee Funko on top. That was a Christmas present for Heidi. She loves that thing. But as you can see, it's still a little bit empty. I've actually got to get this bed prepped for the weekend, because my parents are coming to visit for the first time. So yeah, still some work to do. A lot. The whole place needs decorating and stuff like that. But I didn't, I didn't want to hold on any longer. We're in a position now where I can come back to streaming, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, it's all good fun. Now let's see if I can fix what happened with. So yeah, the move transition. The move transition is set up. Why? Anything going to the subscriber scene should be using the move transition, but it's not. I wonder if that means my move transition. I wonder if that means my move transition is not working. Where do I go to check this? I don't actually know. Scene transitions. Main stinger. There is no move function. I have now added a new function called move, and there wasn't one before. So hopefully that now works. Its only problem is it is probably not going to look quite right. It's probably going to look a bit jank, but we shall test that theory. Let's have a quick look. So let's go back to that subscriber scene. Okay, that's not what I wanted to happen, but it's certainly better than it was. Hopefully that should switch back again in a second. So once again, thank you, Caro, for thank you, Caro, for subscribing. There we go. Now it switches back again. Yes. Go on. As I'm talking and answering questions, I will have a quick look. I'll have a quick look and see if I can make that a little bit better. So most of my time at the moment is taken up with Alex, and B, getting this house sorted. So I haven't actually had that much time to work on getting the stream ready. The last few times that I have streamed, everything's kind of worked fine. It certainly worked enough. So I haven't worried too much about it. I'm gonna try this and see if this works. I ticked one box. I ticked one box and it did nothing. Don't know why it's not. Can't remember. Oh, maybe it's because it should be on no easing. I don't know. I can't remember what settings I had this on before. I'm gonna try this. I bet it still does the same, which makes me think that it's just not changing to what I want it to change to. I don't know. As I said, at the very least, this is better than it was. So if this is what we have to stick with for now, then this is what we have to stick with for now. Let me just try any. What? Hey, bum 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 bow. Nick Jammer, indeed. Thank you very much, Silent. That's very, very kind of you. Oh, it is so good. It is so good to be back. I'm getting so many messages about Silent subscribing on my dashboard. I still never quite got the whole Twitch and YouTube at the same time thing quite down. There is definitely there definitely is still some work to do with that. But you know, it's all, you know, we're now gonna be back to, you know, working all of that stuff out again. How do we do this? How do we manage, you know, this new place, this new area, this new world that we all live in? Crikey, this world's changed a little bit since that time. What if I turn zoom off? It should be. I don't want things to ease. No easing. I've turned zoom off. Transitions off. Match if the source name contains the other source name. Numbers. The name should be the same. Unless I'm on the wrong stream webcam. I'm not on the wrong stream. That's different. Wasn't expecting it to do that. And just sort of move to the side. I'm going to assume it's going to do that again to conclude. I mean, that looked quite cool. That looked quite cool, but it's not what I wanted it to do. I don't quite understand. Is it just because I wonder if it's just because I'm on this scene and I got this scene set up incorrectly. Let's I'm gonna boot up our game of choice for today, which of course is the wonderful Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, as we go back to hunting those pesky keratin frogs, those pesky keratins, on European Extreme, of course. Although Metal Gear Solid doesn't really want to play. I think Steamworks has got a common redistributable upgrade update, and so it's not doing it yet. So let's instead go to. Right, I'm just gonna go to the big scene, and we'll see what happens from there. Now it's used the move transition. Oh, that's because I've changed every move transition to move. Haha, that's not what I wanted. But anyway, we're here now. All right. So what happens if I go to the subscriber scene now? No, it still does that. I don't know. I don't understand why it's doing that. I don't understand why it doesn't think some of these things are the same. This is very strange. This is it's one thing that I have, like, the move transition's still there, and I don't know why. I don't know why it lost all of its settings. It's not doing what I was expecting it to do. So, oh well, let's say it's something that I will have to do some research on and work out what I had before. I don't understand why it's I don't understand why it hasn't retained anything. It is very, very strange. Oh well, I will do some research, I will do some work, and we'll see what happens when I return to this. Unfortunately, I don't know when I'm going to do that. My parents, as I said before, my parents are over this weekend, so I've not really got much time over the weekend to get anything done. And yeah, in between everything else, you know, looking after Alex, work. I have been working on an auto splitter for a new game. Pampers and Celine. I don't think I'm not allowed to tell you that. There are certain things I'm definitely not allowed to tell you about Pampers and Celine. But I am allowed to tell you at least that yes, hopefully that screen should come back. There we go. Yes, I am helping to playtest Pampers and Celine, which is the next game from Unepic Fran, now officially Unepic Entertainment. That's been a lot of fun. You know, as I say, playtesting that, building the auto splitter. It is the most complicated auto splitter I've made so far, but I've learned so much about C# building it. It's been a lot of fun. So hopefully that is something that will continue to come up in the future. Obviously the game's not released yet, but when it is, I will be on it. You can be darn to ensure that I'll be playing it and streaming it as well. And Metal Gear does not want to detect my controller. We're off to a fantastic start today, folks, aren't we? This is just going absolutely swimmingly. I love it. Why have you not? I bet it's because it... No, it detects my controller. Steam detects my controller. So why didn't Metal Gear Solid 3 detect my controller? Let's see if we can try this again. Why isn't Metal Gear Solid detecting my controller? What the hell? I do not understand. It's nothing. It's got nothing to do with that. I've just Alt F4'd it and it's... Hello? There we go. Alright. What the heck's going on? View controller settings. Like, Steam detects that I'm using my current controller. Unless my controller is being picked up as a... Unless for some reason my controller is being picked up as like controller 2 or something. But like, it's been working absolutely fine. I bet I can load Mini Ghost and it'll be fine. Test that theory. Don't know what this is going to look like. What might this look like? Opening Mini Ghost in this scene. It'll probably stretch it horribly. But we'll find out in a minute. So how is everyone else? How are you all doing? You all having have you all had a nice... Did you all have a nice Christmas? I mean, I did stream in January, so we're going back a little bit to be talking about Christmas. Well, that Mini Ghost doesn't even want to load. This is wonder. We are having an absolutely grand time returning to stream. Games don't want to load. Steam doesn't want to. I'm gonna just exit Steam and start again. And hope that I can do anything. Jesus Christ. Move my... Okay, I tried to move my this is the best start ever. My Windows game controllers is now finally picked up, and that suggests that I have only got one controller. God, Windows is garbage, isn't it? Just wait for Steam to come back on, I guess. In fact, I've also just noticed that my live split isn't even laid out correctly. There is gaps. That's better. I must have done something else with it. Right, Steam is now coming back online. So let's go back over to... There we go. That's more like it. That's the exact transition I was expecting. It wouldn't really be a Nick RP stream without some sort of USB device that my computer doesn't like, and it like whenever it like has a hiccup, it shuts off my mouse and keyboard temporarily. I think it's because I've got a lot of stuff going through USB hubs. So like my monitor is a massive USB hub. It's got like 4 USB devices coming out of it. I have a USB switch to switch between my computer and my work laptop. And this time around, it just doesn't seem to have. Oh yeah, it would have also muted my microphone. That's a very good point. If that happens, I still haven't been able to determine the problem and why it keeps happening. But as I say, I think it's got something to do with I've got too many USB devices that aren't plugged directly into my computer. So I think that is something that's been causing a problem. All right, I'm going to try loading MGS3 again. We'll see what happens. It still seemingly does not want to detect my controller. I do not. Why? Why are you not? Why will you not detect my freaking controller? This is bizarre. Like this hasn't happened in ages. I like Steam detects my controller. I haven't got the Steam overlay on, but hitting the the PlayStation button brings up the Steam overlay. So Steam recognizes it. Have I turned off? I'm gonna disable Steam input and see if that. What the fuck? Fucking Konami and their fucking games. I don't understand why my controller is just sudden. Like I've played Metal Gear Solid 3. It hasn't been a problem. You know, I can. I'll go back to the official layout then, rather than my own layout, which has turbo on it. Do I need to change to my Xbox controller? Because I'll do that instead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Aha! Now it works. It works with the official. It works with the official layout. There we go. It works with the official layout. Can I change the layout partway through? Your layouts. DadRPGreen trackpad turbo. Apply layout. Nope. It does, for some reason, it does not like my layout. That's weird. Hey, Rusi. Alright, I'm gonna just have to use the official layout and I'll just have to mash through cutscenes instead. Which isn't that bad. Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the like least problematic contender for that. But it just means I've now got to go back and I've got to change my my controller layouts. Oh well, at least we've got somewhere now. We have got a game to play. So let's get on and play that game. Righty ho. Select it. Come on over. There we go. All right. Hopefully we're all good now. If we're not all good, you'll have to let me know. Jack. Hi, Jack. It's good to be back. I've missed you too. Yes, welcome to the new studio. There's still a bed behind me. Unfortunately, in all of the different layouts that we thought of and how we could work this out, I still had to have the bed behind me. I haven't got the lights set up quite how I want them. I've just got a purple light on the floor at the moment. One problem with this room, right? There's so many weird things about this house. So many weird decisions that were made. Like both bathrooms, and the downstairs one in particular, the taps on the sink are really short, and the sink bowl has a really like incest back. So if you want to put your hands under the water, you have to slam them into the back of the sink and like wash your hands like this. It's terrible. But like this room that I'm in right now, it's this room is probably about twice the size of my old studio. That's why there's a bit of an echo, because there's not so much. Yes, I realised that we do need to get new taps. So there's quite a bit of an echo because there's not so much stuff that we haven't finished filling the room yet, and it's a lot bigger. Just throw money at it. Thank you, young Manson. Good to be back. So this room's like, as I say, about twice the size of my old room, and so I've got my setup here. Heidi's computer is now back in the studio. In our old flat, Heidi's computer originally was in the studio. Where the big TV was behind me. That's where Heidi used to sit. And then we moved stuff around. She moved out into our living room so that we had more space. And it was just better for trying to sell the house and stuff like that. But she's now back in here. So I've got my computer, all of my consoles, everything that I need. So she's got her computer and her station. This room has 2 single power sockets. It has one single power socket down sort of behind this webcam, a little bit further down, and one just behind this cabinet. And that's it. There are no plug sockets against this back wall. Let me change camera. Oh, I think that camera may have crashed when everything else crashed. Because that's not supposed to look like that. Okay, this camera is sort. Let me try and change that again and see if it's still. No, I'm just in a constant state of surprise. But anyway, as I say, I need to fix this USB problem. But that back wall, there's no cameras, no cameras. There's no power sockets. There is nothing. It's crazy. So, I mean this. Is that just a link with? It's just that picture. That's wonderful. So yeah, it's really awkward. So I've now got a 15 gang power extension lead for my computer, and I haven't actually used all of them. I've not used anywhere near as many. Heidi's computer and all of my consoles are on a 10 gang over there. But the problem is, as I said, there's a bed behind me. That is going to be a guest bed. And my guests may need to charge their phone or have a light or something else. And there's it's all right that it's all right that this power socket behind here, I've now got a 15 gang extension lead, but that 15 gang extension lead is over here in this corner of the room. I can't really feed anything through to it. So I have bought a converter to convert the one wall socket into a 2 socket. I just haven't had a chance to install it yet. But yeah, it's just so weird. This massive room and there's just 2 sockets. It's bizarre. You can't understand they'll be recharging on your desk. I mean, for the time being, it'll simply my computer. I will just have to switch the whole thing off, unplug it, and plug in something else so that they can plug stuff in. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun trying to deal with this house. I've got a dishwasher that doesn't work. Bought a brand new dishwasher because there wasn't a dishwasher here when we got here. I did have a dishwasher in my old flat. I'm not new to dishwashers. Used it like twice and then it flooded, and a repairman's been to try and fix it, and they haven't fixed it, and we're just basically now waiting. The repairman said that the party needs to try and see if he can get it to work. They're out of stock of, so we're now waiting for him to write it off so that the people we bought it from will send us a new one. So yeah, that's fun. One of the window in the main bathroom doesn't close and is completely balked. So I've tried to sort of force it closed. And we're looking at trying to get a glazer in to replace that. The garden's a complete mess. Heidi tried to mow the lawn for the first time ever, and she gave up after 2 minutes because it's so uneven that she just couldn't do anything. I think of the other really weird things. All the doors were replaced at some point, but almost none of the doors where you know when you turn the handle and you have the little bit that sort of comes out and goes into the wall. Well, the bit that comes out of the door doesn't line up with the bit that's in the door frame. So you got like this, you got like this little hole in the door frame here. You got this little bit that should go in like that to keep the door closed, except they're like this. It's so freaking weird. It wasn't too bad a problem. We managed to bring the cellar down quite a lot. It is an ex-council house. This house was built in the 1970s. We got a reasonably good price for it, and it's a lot. It's a massive improvement. It is only small. It's not like it's not livable. It just needs a lot of work to make it comfortable. We'll get there slowly. So yeah, as I say, the doors kind of all need having a look at. Neither of the bathroom doors lock. They've got locks on them. They don't work. Yeah, it's just a lot of really weird things that we've got to try and fix. There's no curtains or anything currently. My parents are bringing some curtains this weekend, but no curtain rails. We've got to try and get those fixed. Hurry up and play! Oh my god! Wow. Being fucking berated by my own brother. Ladies and gentlemen, DadRPGreen. Nick Jr. is in the chat. What are you doing here? You never watch my streams. I know, I'm showing off my new house. You haven't even seen it yet. He is coming this weekend with my parents to come and see it. I don't know. You know what face I usually pull when my brother shows up unexpectedly? Yeah, that one. Of course it was going to be that one. All right, let's do this. I think Jelly might be right. I did see your above comment. I just didn't sort of come back to respond to it. Yes. I would like to. I'm in a hotel in Birmingham, and the footy is shit. So I've got nothing else to do. Wrecked. You want more training again? Anyway, let's as I'm now being berated by my brother, let's get on with it. I like MGS3. And we're going to play not on the easiest difficulty. We are going to play on the hardest difficulty, European Extreme. European Extreme, as it says in the bottom right-hand corner, game ends when seen by enemy. Cannot be spotted. If I get spotted, game over, and we have to reset the room. Okay, so we're going to get this thing started. Let's count it down together. 3, 2, 1, and go! Life split worked. That's a good sign.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Woo! Here we go. Jack, I've got some important news.
Do you copy?
Oh, hold triangle. Been playing Twin Snakes recently, so I was not expecting the hold triangle. And we're off. Why is Jack saying uh-oh? That suggests something is wrong. Right, we grab our backpack so that we can move on with our lives. Oh, never mind. And shoot. We have shot our first Kerotan frog. 63 to go. So we'll do a roll over here. Expertly navigate our way around these crocodiles. Or are they alligators? I can never. They're actually called gavels, which is a type of crocodile or alligator, and I can never remember which one. Is it a crocodile or is it an alligator? Someone do me a moment. You ever managed to get all the frogs? Oh dear. Ever managed to get all the frogs? Oh my dear brother, I am the world record holder for getting all of the frogs in the fastest manner possible. Take that guy out. So, yeah, to answer your question sincerely, yes, I have managed to get all the frogs. That's another frog. I can't wait for MGS Delta to drop so that I can get all the frogs. Next frog. Distracts that guard nicely. We'll take him out. And then... take those two out.
This is HQ.
Control here. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position.
Take him out. Now we need to get out of here quickly before those guards show up.
There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
As long as I move into the screen transition here, it doesn't matter that those guards came down. That doesn't count. The guards can't see me at that point. Take that guard out. Hopefully take that guard out. Yep, it's him taken out. Got him. And quickly! There we go. Wait before I buy it and check some reviews. Yeah, this is Konami we're dealing with, folks. It could be great. It could be absolutely fantastic. Or it could be shite. Next frog, he's over here hiding behind this little fence. Helps if I actually shoot him. There we go. Wacka wacka. Wacka wacka. Silly little frog. And that is the virtuous mission complete. Then we have one more room in the virtuous mission, but there are no frogs. There are no frogs in that room. Just mash through all these cutscenes. Quick snake, heal those wounds. And done. There'll be a save that I want to skip. Do not want to hit that save. That wastes some time.
So
skip Snake Eater, unfortunately. Snake Eater. There you go. That's the best you're getting. Ooh, that's nice. I've always wanted a NAS, but expensive. Get our gun out. Our only use of this gun shoots the frog. Sorry, little froggy. And into Dremuchi North. As we get closer to the fun times of trying to throw grenades at frogs. All right, so we are not gonna keep going forwards. We now need to go back because the frogs in Operation Snake Eater are different. We still have to go back and get the frogs from Swampland and Dremuchi South, and all the other rooms that I've already done in the virtuous mission. We're going to ignore Swampland 1 for the moment. We'll get that on the way back. It's just gonna way past again. Did anyone find out whether a gavel is a crocodile or an alligator? Because I can never for the life of me remember. It's one or the well, it's obviously one or the other. There isn't a third, a third crocodile / alligator type animal. Presumably someone must have made an alligator crocodile hybrid. Can alligators breed with crocodiles? Oh, I rolled a little too early there. Hop up on there and roll. Grab these chaff grenades and throw a missed. Let's get a sting. That's better. So we got that frog by hitting it with the sun grenade. Oh, come on. Roll. There we go. Roll over that. Oh, yep, there's a goat there. Let's not get hit by the goat. 2 more grenades. We now need to equip both those grenades, and we can get rid of the directional knife. I could have got rid of the survival knife. Actually, I don't need the survival knife in this run. Nice. So here's where the fun begins, because we now start throwing grenades quite recklessly. Just hoping I can remember how I do them all. So we're going to there. Not get hit by that. Throw to there. There we go. Heard the frog. Now this room is probably the trickiest room in the game for frogs. So we're back into Jamuchi North, and we're on a bit of a time limit here, and I still haven't quite found a really nice lineup for hitting this frog. Kind of need to do it in 2 chaff grenades. So we go to here, and there. Oh! Damn it! That was impressive that I managed to hit the frog first time. It's just a shame that I then got spotted by the guard. That's weird. The guards don't usually hurt. I think I must have taken too long, because the guards don't usually hear the chaff grenade. Let's try that again. I won't be able to do it now. Perfect, there we go. Silence my footsteps. Okay, got there in the end. That was actually pretty good. Second time round, that was pretty good. And I've still got 1 chaff grenade left, which is perfect. Now, getting past these guards is not the easiest thing. But I've made it. Now, I want to throw my last chaff grenade at this frog, and this one I do actually have a way of lining this up. Hopefully, it is that. Gotcha! Chef's kiss. That one's a lot easier because I actually do have a way of lining up. I actually use the very right edge of Snake's stamina bar to line that one up. Just make sure I've got I'm stood in the correct position, and I aligned Snake's life bar up with a specific part of the tree. Grab the cardboard box. Make our way into the Ocelot fights. Now, the Ocelot fight in European Extreme is notoriously difficult. It is very much the gatekeeper of this run. If you can't do this fight, you can't play. You can't do European Extreme. So we're going to equip these. I'm going to unequip the chaff grenade. We'll never use those again. I think the grenades and stun grenades are I do use both of those, and we can unequip the cigar, and equip cardboard box A. So I'm still trying to remember how to do this. Shoot that guard. Do not headshot that guard. We then move to here. Shoot that guard. You can headshot every other guard if you want. Ah, I was too slow. Too slow. Yeah, the very first guard you can't headshot. You have to leave him alone. Unequip the cigar, equip the cardboard box. There we go. Right, let's try that again. Yeah. Every other guard you're fine to headshot. That one you shouldn't. I took way too long trying to shoot this guard. Got him. Damn it, I missed him. Get him next time. Come on, third time's the charm. So I am very much out of practice on this. It has been a while. Right. Third time's the charm. So shoot that guy. Say, do not headshot him. Shoot that guard. This is much better. Shoot that guard. Switch to my stun grenades. We're at the floor. Good, that took them all out. Take out that guard. Remember, we're still on... we are still on game over if discovered. Shoot that guard until he actually gets knocked out. Should be good. We should be good now. Damn it! Actually, wasn't quite lined up for that guard. I think I can still just see his little red beret. There we go. And there should be one more guard left, and he is... Shit. I really don't want to get spotted here. Gotcha. That was pretty slow, but made it. Yeah, a little bit behind as a result of that, but I got through it. That's okay. All right. Take out a little froggy friend, of course. And on to Johnny Blood. So the route going through these next few rooms changes quite a bit from a normal any % run because of having to grab the Kerotans. Just gonna sort of sidle along the side of this. I do want to. Oh no, I'm already on that gun. I don't want the silencer on it. Got it. Let's get Snake out of the water before he drowns. And we do need to cure instantly. We do not want leeches on us. Got the cutscene. There we go. Oh, I've triggered the trap. I'm hoping that doesn't... hope that doesn't... Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, into Bolshaya Bus South. We're on the right-hand side. Normally in European Extreme, you'd start this area on the left. So we kind of have to make our way over. So I'm going to roll to here. I'm going to shoot once. That's going to distract the dogs that are further up. And now I'm going to make my way over to the left-hand side. Not trigger that trap. Watch out for the claymores that are on the floor.
There's nothing here.
Straight over to here. Climb up the tree. And now we're kind of back onto the any % route. Swap to the MK22. Here we need to distract a guard with the cardboard box. There we go. Wait for the subtitle to disappear. What's here?
Who was that?
Damn it! So that second guard wasn't supposed to spot me. So try that again. Shoot. Let the dogs. All over here. Through the mines. Mine there. It's nice that in this they didn't make the mines invisible, you know, unlike MGS1 where they are... I think MGS1 and 2 they're completely invisible, which doesn't make any sense. The mines aren't stealth, you know, there's no stealth camouflage on the mines. Oh, I think I equipped that too. That dog's gonna... Yeah. Not quite sure what happened there. That dog spotted me. Right, we'll try again though. Shoots. Distract the dogs. Wrong. Avoid the mines.
There's nothing here.
Alright, third time's it. So far, every time I've gone to a third attempt, it's worked. So here's hoping that it is just another case of third time's the charm. Okay, wait until we're past the tree to equip the box. That's better. The guard hasn't spotted me this time. Wait for him to start to turn. What? I just shot. Right, you saw him get shot in the head, right? I shot him in the head with a tranquilizer, and he did not fall over. He just took it like a champ. It's just a big head.
There's nothing here.
He needs to. When I started learning European Extreme for the first time, I always thought this was one of the harder rooms. I was trying to shoot that dog. I still like taking that dog out. Sure. Gee, that guard didn't spot me. Okay, done. Quick, get out before that guard comes back. Okay, phew, we're through. We're 4 minutes behind, but I'm through. I knew this was going to be a massive derust. So, we'll CQC slam that guard. Trank roll that guard. Shoot that frog. That. Take him out. Take. Shit. Take those guards out.
Patrol here. We're under enemy fire. Enemy's position is unknown. Going into alert formation.
Metal Gear Acid kind of game for PC. Right, I'm just going to concentrate on this fight.
Fire!
Shoot the frog.
Major, forgive me.
I only have one shot left. should now be going into reload. Yeah.
You won't get away from me.
Damn it, I'm out of ammo. Okay, it's reloading. There we go. That was a little bit awkward, but I got there in the end. Grab the animal's costume. I'm hoping you guys can see this on the stream okay. So we make our way through the caves to grab the next Kerotan. Oh, I've got the I forgot to do the camera settings. The first time I've actually tried to use the camera. I'm going to quickly fix that. They have now added an additional settings screen to the Master Collection version. So that's where you go to like you know, do display adjustments and, you know, other PC based adjustments. Not really sure about a game on PC that sort of matches up with Metal Gear Acid. You know, my best suggestion for that would just be grab a PSP emulator and play Metal Gear Acid. But there must be some stuff out there. Steam has got a big deck building card game sale on at the moment, which Metal Gear Acid's Metal Gear Acid's not really a sort of on the fly deck builder. It's not what you'd describe as a deck building card game. There he is. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was not a good... I shouldn't have rolled... I don't know why I rolled in. I'm going to have to be careful here. I do not want Snake to take loads of damage from slowly drowning. So I'm probably going to lose a bit of time. I should be alright. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I don't need to keep rolling, just equip the cardboard box. Good old trusty cardboard box. The absolute goat of MGS3. I have the original and an emulation handheld where the game runs good. Want something different in that style? Yeah, I can understand that. I've got Acid 1 and 2 on my Vita. I haven't started playing them again yet, but I would like to at some point. And the cardboard 3. I've still got my cardboard 3D goggles somewhere. I am intending my display case behind here is looking a little empty in this place. It is supposed to be my Metal Gear collection of games and stuff, but they're all away in a box somewhere, and I'm not sure which box they're in. So I gotta try and find those. But I managed to get some of the other stuff. All my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is up at the top. I really like that set of stuff. Right, onwards to the next cave, and soon to our next boss fight. Boss fight? What the heck's a boss fight? Our next boss fight against the Pain. Let's make sure I grab these grenades. Smoke grenades. We'll equip those smoke grenades as well. No, that is... no, I've just unequipped the fake death pill. I'm going to need that. Equip these smoke grenades. Boost fight. We're coming up to our next boost fight. It's the Pawn Frog, and also got the life medicine. Alright, I'm going to concentrate on this fight because it can be a bit of a douche. Oh, he's moved. I'm almost certainly going to be resetting this fight. Told ya. It's a boot fight against the Pawn. Let's try that again. So, we equip the smoke grenades. Bro. This is going a little better. Don't think I've done quite as much damage as I should do. Okay, phase 1 ended. Oh, what? That's not supposed to happen. I'm not quite sure why I got hit by that. I've never been hit by one of his... I've never been hit by one of those bees. Shoot, now I'm gonna get... Oh. Oh, wow. Dude, this fight is the true meaning of pain. You already are showing me. Tommy gun. Dead. Damn. I said I've never been hit by. There is a. There's a bug. There's supposedly some sort of bug with it, which is why it works so well in this fight. Where the bullet bees, I think it's the bullet bees can't hit you in first person. I've been hit by these bees now. It's something like whilst you're looking in first person, those bees can't hit you. Oh, flipping heck. So the only thing with this fight, once this fight gets out of hand, it is really difficult to get it back under control again. And that is exactly what's happening here. God, it really has been a while, hasn't it? Does it look like I'm running away, pal? Dead again. Oh, not quite yet. Maybe this is salvageable. Problem is, I'm gonna run out of grenades and shot because he keeps going back into this. Gotcha. So the problem is, I'm already out of most of my grenades. Oh, man! Oh, the rust is real! The rust is so real! Okay, that was already a much better start. Or at least it was until that moment. Oh, come on. I hate this fight. This is one of the more difficult fights in the run. And sadly, the PC version still suffers from the Xbox bug of sometimes you do the quick reload in first person and Snake just then doesn't aim. Oh. How far? We're nearly 10 minutes behind, folks. It's going great. It's going just great. Alright, that's phase 1 again. I've got 1 grenade, so I'm definitely gonna... That was better. There are grenades, if I recall correctly, directly in front of me. Yes. Come on, this one's it. Huzzah! Finally! Good God. That was an ordeal. I hate that. I think I hate that fight more than the Fury. People always go on about how the Fury is a really horrible fight. I honestly think the Pain is worse. The Pain is so much worse than the Fury. On European Extreme, at the very least. On lower difficulties, then yes, I would argue that the Fury is probably worse. Right, we'll grab 1 bit of fruit so that I can get my stamina back up. Next Kerotan frog. Let's... Oh, no, not cure. Eat that Russian false mango that I had. That now means I'm at full stamina for these next couple of rooms. As we work towards trying to bring that 10 minutes down. Shit, I didn't put a silencer on that. I don't know if that's going to cause me any problems. Shouldn't have a caution in this room. Yeah, that is indeed going to cause me some problems. So we'll try this again. I'll get the silencer put back on that. There we go. Alright, now we can go for a swim. Everyone cool it. Let's go for a swim. Here is John's. No, it's not this room that I needed my stamina increasing back up for. If you've ever seen like, an any percent European Extreme run, you'll know that you don't use stamina and you get through this room in exactly the same way. It's the next room and the next frog. Because we're going to take a slight diversion from the any percent route here as we go into Slatgorny West. Ponehove West. I took a guess as to what the name of the area was and just got the wrong one. Ponehove West. So this is a room you will not see in a normal speedrun. I'm going to head down to the bottom so I can't get inside. I need the guard on the deck there to just get a glimpse, just get a slight glimpse of me, not full on spot me and cause a game over. This is the room that took me a very long time to root when I was doing this originally. There we go. He spotted me this time. Shit. Shut too close. Okay, don't get too close to the grate so that you can't shoot it. That is a bad idea. So let's try this again. Again, 3rd time's the charm. Because the pain was only 3 attempts, right? I think we can all agree that the pain was 3 attempts. Oh, what? Where am I going wrong here? Why is this going so badly? Oh my. What am I doing?
Patrol here.
I still haven't shot it. I got it. And now you see why I needed all of that stamina. But that room should not have gone that way. That was really poor. I hope I'm not going to get screwed over by having. No, I'm not going to get screwed over by having a caution in this room. That was horrible. Yeah. It's just really bad rust. Take that guy out.
What's wrong?
Kill all the guards. Deal plenty of damage to the end. There he goes, wheeling himself off. Means he has less health for us to have to worry about when we come to his boss fight a little bit. Just turn around. Shoot the frog. Okay, 22 bullets, some more stun grenades, and I do need those smoke grenades. If you kill him here, you instead have to face off against the Ocelot unit in his boss fight area, and you don't have to kill the Ocelot unit. Oh, I have well and truly fucked this up.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
That guard's
Patrol here. We found signs of enemy infiltration.
okay, I might be able to.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Oh, damn it! Yeah, it takes longer. It takes longer to try and avoid them than it does to just take them out. Than it does to just deal with the end. Right, let's try this again. That's better. Much more like it.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
And I always go for this guard here because he causes me too many problems.
Enemy infiltration. Commence alert formation.
Bump him. There we go. That's better. That's how that room should be done. We don't worry about the frog in that room. Grab the frog for that room on the way back. Yeah. With the Ocelot unit, as I say, the Ocelot unit is worse and slower trying to get around them than it is trying to deal with the end. But especially so for Kerotans. One thing that the end does give us is a teleport. The moment you finish the fight, you teleport to the final room. So as a result, that also helps out a little bit. I do need to take this guard out. I need to move a little bit before I do, though. Got him. Again, we ignore the frog in this room. We'll grab this one on the way back. Speaking of teleports, or warps, I suppose you probably call them, we're going to do one in this room as well. Let's go take out our little froggy friend, who is... There we go. And now I'm going to equip the scientist camo.
Not so fast. Hey, stop!
There we go. These guys are going to walk me over
Come on back to the
to
lab.
the B1 East lab. Around here. Punch the frog. Guards don't care about me as long as I don't bump into them. And make our way upstairs. Into the most janky room in the run. I do think this is the jankiest room, because as soon as we come in, I now need to switch to the naked camo. And we only switch to the naked camo because it's the first one in the list. Come and stand here. Wait for this guard to come through the door. CQC slam him. Turn around. Shoot the frog. And now put the scientist camo back on. And now leave. I've tried so many different things, and I've not found another way of dealing with that frog. You can't use guns when you're wearing the scientist camo, and there's no way of CQCing it, so you just have to unequip it, get it, and then re-equip it again. Same with this one, we can just punch that one. Just bump into him. Bump into him. Bump into him. Roll. Doesn't matter what we're doing, we've got through. And now to get back out again. Gonna need to do a few more bumps. We will bump into that scientist so he doesn't realise who I am. Basically, the scientists have a mechanic where if they spot you, they'll come over and look at you, and they know that you're not a fellow scientist. The guards don't know. The guards don't give a shit. But the scientists know that you're not a fellow scientist. So if you leave them alone for a couple of seconds, they'll make the realization and call you out, and you'll get a game over. But if you bump into them, it resets their timer. Just use the cardboard box there. This spy is a spy. And now we can switch to the best camo, the animals camo. Now we've still got this frog to get, so we'll get him now. Deliberately with an unsilenced gun, because it moves all the guards around. I think that two shots to take him out. Just need to get out before the dogs. Oh, I do need the stun grenades equipped. There we go. And into the beer fight. I'm going to reset, because that's not how you do that fight on European. That's the very easy method. Try that again. On European Extreme, I think on most difficulties you have to bring him over to here first. There we go, and let's take him out. And that is the fear fight. Right, backpack time. We need to equip the cigar gas spray that I had, and I also need to cure this venom poison. We do not pull out the arrow. It's very important, if you're doing this run, you don't pull out the arrow for some reason, and nobody really knows why. Ooh, I am very low on silencer for this weapon. Quick headshot. Check some him. I am going to deliberately change gun. Can we please give it up for Warehouse 2 in one go? One of the hardest rooms in the run, particularly made even worse with the Kerotan frog. That was absolutely spot on. That is a room that can lose you a lot of time. I am very pleased with that. So I'm slightly concerned with how little ammo I've got. Next frog. It's there. So I'm not going to... you can trank roll these guards, but I am so very low on ammo at the moment. Shoot that. Oh, he's run the other way. Damn it! I don't think I shot far enough to the right, or I shot too late. It did take me a little while to get into position there. Oh, let's not go up against the wall. This is why I usually go this way, so I can just shoot the frog there. It's a bit easier. Slam the guards. That's better. There we go. He ran the way I was expecting him to this time. Double box. Keeps me out of view of this guard. CQC slam him. Run forwards. CQC slam him. And now we're going to head over into another room that you wouldn't normally see in a Metal Gear Solid 3 speedrun. It's Fatgorny East. Doesn't matter that I've gotten a caution in here. That's not a problem at all. Just going to make my way over to here. Come stand next to this tree. Gun out, and the frog is there. Cool, I shot it. My caution didn't reset. So that's how I know I shot the frog. If you miss the frog there and the guard hears the shot, your caution will be reset. Very important that you don't reset your caution, because if you do, guard patterns change and you'll get spotted on your way out. Okay, I've got enough ammo for this fight. Still a little worried about it. Alright, here comes the jankiness that is the fight against the Ends. This is a very weird fight. It's a wonderful fight. I love it so much. So get a load of damage done to him. He's going to run away. We're now going to force him to teleport. Wait a few seconds. Buffer by kicking 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after a certain amount of time, if you haven't seen the end and you make noise, he'll immediately teleport and then shoot you. So we use the smoke grenade to stop him from shooting us. He can't see us, and you can see the flash of his sniper rifle scope. He is there. I'm supposed to look up there, I think. Move around to the side. I'm going to equip the cigar spray and punch, punch, spray. Punch, punch. And now I'm going to hold him up.
Freeze. Did you?
Wait for him to put his gun down. Now I'm going to throw a stun grenade at him. I'm going to look up. I don't get hit by it. Cigar spray him again. Now I'm going to throw a smoke grenade at him.
I can't see.
Right, now I need to run. I'm not going to end this fight yet. I need to run to about here. That should be enough. And I'm going to let him run away. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run into here, replenish all of my ammo. I didn't actually need that TNT, but okay. I always do this. We're just going to shoot that frog. And we're now going to make our way into the next area. And what we're going to do is the exact same trick again. I'm going to force the end to teleport into a location that I know that I want him to be in. So we're going to head over the river. Before we do that, I'm going to turn, I'm going to shoot the frog. Move to here. I'm going to stand behind this big rock because there's only one position in this area that the end can shoot me from. I throw this smoke grenade on the floor so that he doesn't shoot me instantly. Turn around so he doesn't, so I can't see where he's coming from. Couple of shots to make sure that he spawns, and he should be. There we go, and that is the fight. And then, before we leave, we've got one last Kerotan frog to shoot here. He's all the way over there. Yeah, I've seen him bounce. That's fine. Yeah, that is how you defeat the end and get all 3 Kerotan frogs nice and quickly. Didn't used to do it that way. I used to do a different... that fight, I remember doing that fight on boss survival. So if you had the PlayStation 2 version, there was a boss survival mode as well. And I remember doing that fight and it taking an hour and a half. Trying to get through that fight once. But yeah, once you know the mechanics and you understand it, you can learn how to manipulate it. So the end fight, having him teleport the first time, that's been a known trick for a very long time, and that's how that fight has been done. Normally, where I sort of ran away, let him run towards me, that's where you would normally end that fight in an any % run. You would do a combination of using the Scar Spray, punching him, use the Scar Spray until he gets knocked out, until the fight's over. I then added in the letting him run away. Originally, I let him run away, I'd shoot the frog in the corner, and then I'd go and chase after him because there's only a couple of spots that he then runs to. But in very easy, I always do very easy where I go off into that left room and get that frog early. Because if you don't go and get that left frog early, you finish the fight, you get the last frog, and then you have to backtrack to that room, literally use the Mosing the gun to shoot it from across the other side of the room, and it takes a lot of time. So I figured it's already, I know about manipulating the end. If as I said before, if you haven't interacted with the end, I think it's like 15-20 seconds, and you make a noise, he will instantly teleport to a location he can see you from and shoot you. It's a random location as long as he can see you. So I just spent a bit of time in that room going, right, where can I stand in this room where there is only one, because the end doesn't just appear anywhere on the map. He has specific sniping locations, and he always teleports to any current sniping location that he can see you and immediately shoot you from. That's why in the first room we go all the way over to that right hand side, because next to the tree and the brush over on the other side of the map, that's the only place he can see you from. So I just spent a bit of time in that second room working out where I could stand, where there was only one spot, and it was and it just happened to be there. Does not mean I have no smoke grenades left. So if I do want to use a smoke grenade for Rykov, I do need to get some more. Luckily, there's quite an easy spot to grab some. So into Mountain Base. These can be some tricky rooms. That's worrying. That might cause some problems, but we'll see. No, it looks like we're alright. Yeah, that's all absolutely fine. Got it. Into Mountainside. Wow, gold split as well. Take that card out, because from that position, Snake automatically takes that card out. That's great. And I'm in luck. I need this. that's it. I'm now out of silencer. I'm gonna have, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start killing guards. Unfortunately, I do like to try and do this as a shit.
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We're being attacked. Enemy.
What's going on? Respond.
That's gonna be a problem, potentially.
There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
Oh! Well, that's annoying. Alright, we'll try this again. Now, I have not been conservative enough with my silencer for the MK22. Not good. Really should have a few more ammo for this. Whoops. Oh, missed that box shot. So the thing with the box headshot, if you unequip a box and shoot a guard who spotted you in the box straight away, when a guard first spots the box, they slightly crouch. If you watch this guard, you'll notice he slightly crouches. Damn it! And when you unequip the box, that slight crouch means that a shot directly at them will immediately headshot them. That shot just it's luck that Snake's in the exact right position to auto aim at that guard and shoot him in the head. Oh my god, what is going on? Come on! I got through the previous room so nicely. Now I'm really screwing up this one. Gotcha, that's how that's supposed to go. So I'm gonna have to start shooting guards with lethal shots now. There we go. Come on, Snake. So no longer a deathless, no longer a pacifist run. But Foxhound was out of the question a very, very long time ago. Oh, come on! So I'm supposed to bump the cardboard box off me and then immediately grab that guard and CQC slam him. I'm just completely screwing it up. Sounds like something I'd do. There we go. That's better. So only 15 minutes behind PB. Only 15 minutes behind world record pace. It can't be some slack. It has been 5 months since I was streaming. To be fair though, it was I think it was Boxing Day I started learning this run. There we go. That's what I'm supposed to do there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Boxing Day I started learning this run. Wait for him to drop down. Kills both of them. Shoot the frog. Just take that guard out. The RPG. Oh, that guard didn't get taken out. What the hell? Why didn't that guard get taken out? I threw a stun grenade at him. Back to the start of the room again. I've submitted this run for GDQ, by the way. Oh my days. Yeah, that's a good point. I have now completed my GDQ submissions for this year, online only. I'm you know, not this year of all years. I am not in a position. I am not in a position to be able to do this run in person. Obviously, I was there last year in person. It was absolutely amazing time. But not only is it because Alex is 5 months old at this point, by the time GDQ rolls around, he'll be 8 months old, I think. Like, come on. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, when GDQ rolls around, I think he'll be like 8 months old. But also GDQ is on right in the middle of my paternity leave. So at the moment, Heidi's been on maternity leave for since Alex was, well, since just before Alex was born. There we go. Since just before Alex was born, Heidi's been on maternity leave. I had paternity leave for 4 weeks when he was first born. And as Heidi's maternity leave goes on, it turns into statutory maternity leave, so she doesn't get as much money and stuff like that. So for the final 7 weeks of our shared parental leaves, they all have weird names. The final 7 weeks, I am taking over from her, and GDQ is on during those final 7 weeks. There we go, the alerts disappeared now, so the cautions disappeared. I believe the support unit comes from the other end, so it doesn't actually matter. Another really rough room, this one. Okay. Another really rough room, and I don't really have the luxury of being able to trank any guards. I just kind of gotta. This is a room I've done a lot of practice on, so I'm hoping that was better. Oh! I'm gonna get it! I'm gonna get it! I promise you! What? I'm gonna get... You'll see! You'll all see! This guard is spotting me straight away! Why is this guard spotting me? Where am I going wrong? That's better. Damn it. I got A, I got that roll wrong, and B, I put the cardboard box back on too early. You want to sort of alert that guard to your presence as late as possible. There we go, that's much better movement across that first bit though. Oh! Gotcha! Oh, I hate that room. But we're through. Finally. There is a Kerotan frog in this room. pick him up. And of course there is a Kerotan Prog here in this room as well. I'm going to grab one of these sets of noodles. It doesn't matter about de-equipping the silencer at this point. You'll never run out of silencer for this gun. There. Roll over there. Down there. Don't drop down just yet. There is a frog. Got him. And that's through. Okay, so we're coming up to what some would argue is the 1, 2, 4. Oh, did not time that well at all. What some would argue is the hardest boss in the game. I disagree. I do think the pain is harder. The Fury is more intimidating at first, but I do think the pain is harder. The pain is way more precise. Gotcha. Come. Alright, here we go. The Fury. Okay, that was not very nice. Bad start. Oh, fuck, he was there. He's not being... Damn it. It wasn't quite quick enough on that final hit. He didn't play very nice right at the start. Now he is. He's going to here. This is where I usually expect him to end up. Oh. I didn't think I'd hit him the first time. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, like, if I can get Snake to turn and run down straight away, he always ends up landing here, and it's ideal. That didn't hit me. There we go. Alright. A little rough. I didn't need to grab that. I don't know why I did. And... Mark 22 Silencer! How we doing? 22 minutes behind. Wonderful. Although something's gone wrong with my splits. I should actually be here. Smoke grenades. Am I gonna get I am gonna get spotted by that guard. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened to my splits there, but I was behind on something. Right, run under here, grab smoke grenades, and go back to the boxes. Got it?
This is HQ.
Unfortunately, because they shot it and I've got a caution, the caution you can't really run with. So I am just going to have to immediately get spotted. Just going to have to immediately get spotted. There we go. I forgot where the guard was when you have a caution in this room. So now we reset back to not having a caution. Frog is here. Take that guard out. Oh, I have not got my Mark 22 out. I just straight up killed that guy. And go for a nice little crawl. The next frog is in this vent. I could do with a vent. As we're playing Metal Gear, some Metal Gear news. Did you hear that Konami finally fixed the analog stick issue, the 360-degree analog issue that was present in Metal Gear Solid 1? If the answer is you didn't hear that happened, that's because they didn't. They release a patch, and in the patch notes claim that they'd fixed it, and they just haven't. The problem is apparently, to be fair, I haven't actually checked the game myself, but there were plenty of reports saying that this fix they said they've done, they haven't done it. It still doesn't work. So I don't know what they thought they'd fixed, but they hadn't fixed it. Just Konami being... That wasn't supposed to get me a caution. I'm gonna have to I'll have to get spotted here. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't have got spotted here. That's weird. That's not supposed to get me a caution. Well, no, I should have got spotted there so I can redo this room and give it another go. See if I can work out why I had a caution here. That smoke grenade should not have got me a caution. I think it was because I didn't throw it at the door. Yeah, that was it. I had to throw it at the door so it was far enough away from them. Take that guard out. Alright, Rykov. Just throw a smoke grenade to there. Stand here. Shoot that guard in the leg. Hope I've done this right. Rykov is here. Grab Rykov. Shoot our little Kerotan friend. And hopefully, again, Rykov is a weird room. Sometimes I come in and it goes perfectly. Yeah, that was spot on. First attempt Rykov. Sometimes I do this room and it just goes horribly wrong. I am going to change my camo, but I'm going to change the olive drab camo, and I'm also going to eat these instant noodles.
I want some more.
Oh, some more. Greedy bastard. He doesn't want some more. He's fully, his stamina's up to full now. We need the one. Binoculars. Against the wall. Box glide. Into the western corridor. So we equip the olive drab camo, because if you come in here with the animal drab camo, there we go, saw it move. If you come in here with the animal camo, the guards at the other end of the room immediately spot you. And of course, whilst you're wearing the Rykov disguise, you can't use weapons. So the only way of taking that out is to be in a different camouflage. Wonder which split didn't work. Right, I am going to mute the audio for this.
Tell me.
Stop it.
Who have you?
It is a particularly nasty bit of audio. I'm going to take my headphones off as well, actually. Oh, now's probably a good time for a drink as well. Oh, I've caught up a little bit of time, like a minute. I've clawed back a minute, but yeah, this has got a lot of work to do. So I talked about GDQ. I've completed my submissions for SGDQ. I said online only because I simply can't get to America. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to go back this year because they're doing it in the exact same venue as last year. So it's back in Minneapolis in Minnesota. I think it was the Hilton in Minneapolis. And the thing is I'm not going to spend a huge amount of my life in America. And if I do go back to America, I'd want to go somewhere else. So, I'm really not that fussed about the fact that I can't go to GDQ this year. Partly because I can't afford it. I really can't, as much as, I would do a stream and try and get help, have people help me to get there. The amount of money I'd still have to put in it myself, I simply can't afford, not with a new house that needs loads of fixing and a newborn baby to look after. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's not quite been a year since I announced it at SGDQ that Snake being beaten up. Yeah, it's we were having a baby. You can have some sound now.
I am a patient man.
All right, just get Johnny's food. It's a little bit slower to get the bat, but some cure. Remove the fake death pill. Remove the transmitter. And then what's in this cure screen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should cause Snake to throw up.
What's wrong?
Because he throws up. Johnny comes and checks in on him.
Did you throw up?
Use the SAA to knock him out. From here, we can now grab Johnny's smoke grenades. Oh, I hate running into that corner. Get that Kerotan, and now I do want to equip the equip the bat. Throw the bat instantly, and then equip the smoke grenades. Cook the smoke grenades, which silences Snake's footsteps. For some reason. Again, just a programming error. Cooking a grenade means that Snake's footsteps. We can still hear Snake's footsteps, but guards can't. And now the northwest. I just hate this room because it quite often takes me a couple of attempts to get this smoke grenade right. It does look like I got that right.
He must be lurking nearby.
Yeah, that was fine. Again, it's just one of these rooms. Sometimes I get that first smoke grenade right. Sometimes I get that first smoke grenade very, very wrong. I don't usually know why. Into the sewers. One of the only rooms in the game that doesn't have a Kerotan frog. Just going to run around here, grab the SAA ammo. Have Snake break his leg. Sorry, Snake. And now make our way through the sewers and onto the Sorrow boss fight. Oh. I saw a really dumb article. I think it was by Games Radar, but I didn't read the article. It's just popped up in my news on Google or whatever, wherever my mobile gets news from. And the article's headline was Snake Eater Delta to not change or move away from the original story. And this was a brand new article. I was like, yeah, we know, because they're not redoing the voice. If you hadn't heard this about Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta, the remake of this game, no new dialogue is being recorded. They are reusing all of the dialogue from this game to make Delta. It's just going to reuse it. So if they're reusing all of the dialogue, they couldn't change the story anyway. It's like, yeah, it is state the obvious kind of thing. Like, you're making an article up out of nothing. Very, very strange. I mean, in other interesting Metal Gear news, Konami released a legacy video. I don't know if anyone saw that. They released a video that talks about the series and about the games and the history behind Snake and behind the games. The video was narrated and he makes an appearance by David Hayter, the voice of Snake, was in it. So he did this. He made this video all about Metal Gear. And Hideo Kojima was not mentioned once in the video. Which, on the one hand, is bad, because you cannot deny Kojima's involvement in making these games. On the other hand, I can see why David Hayter wouldn't have a problem with it. David Hayter is still a little sore about the fact that he wasn't allowed to reprise the role in MGS5. In fact, last year he finally played MGS5, I believe, for the first time. Anyway, going back to I keep bringing up GDQ, saying about attending or not attending. So yeah, the runs I've submitted this time round. Let me just. I don't need that. I do need that. I do need that. I'll keep that. Get that. Get that. Get that. I do need those. I don't need those. I do need TNT, and I just from here need Cardboard Box B. There we go. I could have put the fake death ball away. Right, we need the MK22 and Cardboard Box B. The guards are distracted by the guard on the floor, so they don't care about the cardboard box anymore. We've got a Kerotan frog to shoot. Must not forget this frog. I forgot this frog in a marathon run once. Oh, I was slightly too far over. In fact, I think it was Pixel Perfect. One of the Pixel Perfect marathons. I was doing this run on very easy, and I was actually on world record pace. And didn't actually shoot that guard. I was on world record pace, and I completely forgot about the frog, but I noticed in time. I didn't notice in time. I realised as soon as I'd done the warp, so I had to sort of awkwardly make my way back over. What? I took the guard out! I think that might have been because I stepped out. Stepped out before I put the cardboard box on. Don't think that's going to cause me any problems, but we'll see. Okay. I stand corrected. Anyway, to get to the point that I've actually been trying to make this whole time.
This is HQ.
want to wait that. Okay, got around, worked around it. So for SGDQ, oh, I'm gonna wait for this caution to wear off. Yeah, this caution is a problem. To be honest, by the time this caution's worn off, I could have redone it. Let's read it. Just gonna concentrate, get this room done. There we go. All I gotta do is make sure I get around this corner. Huzzah! I've done the roof. This isn't even a difficult room. I really shouldn't have taken that long. So for SGDQ, I have submitted this, both any percent European Extreme and any percent, any percent and All Kerotan's European Extreme. I've also submitted, to be honest, I think every single run I'm submitting, I have submitted before. Oh, that's TNT. Oh crap! I equipped TNT instead of C3. I think every single run I'm submitting is I've submitted before. Nothing is new. I submitted them all for AGDQ. So it's MGS3 All Kerotans and any percent European Extreme. One, get to here. Shoot that guy. There we go. Good. Done. Klonoa 2, Lunatia's Veil. I have submitted any percent normal.
During the last great...
I'm gonna concentrate on this, concentrate on this as well.
See you dodge this one.
Ow. Well, that wasn't very nice. Grab Volgin, knock him to the ground. SVD him a bunch. Fall forwards. Cool. And that's Volgin. Wasn't too bad. It is possible to do that fight without having to switch away from the SVD. You should be able to do it all with the SVD, but I never managed to. So at the very least, I'm now no longer like having to whip the SAA out, which is an improvement. No messing around. I'm not gonna practice 0 kills here. I just wanna. We've wasted enough time without trying to practice 0 kills. Let's just try and get this run finished. Sorry, going back to what I was saying. I will finish this bloody thought process. Klonoa 2, I submitted any percent normal, any percent all visions, and any percent normal, any percent hard, and all visions normal. I have not submitted all visions hard because I've not done that run, because that does not sound like a fun or marathon safe run. That doesn't sound like a marathon safe run at all. One day I'll probably take a crack at it, but probably not for a marathon. One shot right in the middle should take out all 5. Let's get that Kerotan again, just to be on the safe side. So that's Clover 2, MGS3. I've submitted Unmetal, of course. Unmetal is the one game that I desperately want to see get into GDQ at some point. I've submitted my usual any percent hard, perfect hard, unperfect hard, and all achievements. I do not see the point in submitting easy or medium anymore. What else have I submitted? And then there was a fourth game. Last year I submitted 5 because I also then submitted multiple Metal Gears. They're never going to take a really long multiple Metal Gear run from an online runner. You know, online runs tend to be quite short because they don't want the audience just watching it. You know, they want the live stuff to take the spotlight. So this year I have not bothered with multiple Metal Gear runs. There is not much point in my humble opinion. Fourth game I've submitted Mini Ghost, any percent and 100%, because I've got 5 slots to use up, so I might as well use them. Well, I say that I haven't used up slot number 5. I would have submitted for online hosting, but I didn't realise online hosting any volunteer applications closed before run submissions did. So yeah, no online hosting for me either. This is a shame. I would have liked to have done it. See, hosting at. Oh crap! I shot that guy, and the explosion also killed me. So we're gonna redo this room again. Yeah, hosting at SGDQ last year was amazing. Being able to do both. And I've always said I was so lucky last year with the timing of it all. You know, I knew that it probably at the time when I submitted, I knew we were having a baby. Nobody else did, but I knew that Heidi and I were having a baby. So I knew going into that submission that it probably was the last chance I was going to get to submit and do a live event. So the fact that they chose it and they let me host as well, it's just like they just ticked it all off for me in one crack. I will always be grateful to GDQ for that. Alright, through. On to the runway. So here I want to try and take out the passengers. We try and leave the drivers alone. If you take out the drivers, which takes up the whole thing, then the drivers and a new passenger will respawn. But if you just leave the drivers, they don't respawn. The drivers will try and shoot you, but they tend to be pretty lousy shots. So I'm just keeping an eye out because there should be one bike respawning. There he is. There we go. Oh, I now want to switch over to the SVD because the frog is coming up. Got him. You can just slightly hear it in the background. Wagga wagga. Now that I've taken out the frog, I can have a shot at these guys. Try and maintain some health. On to the next one. Let's try and take that one out straight away. Over to the SVD. Frog. Oh, that is bright. Where is he? There he is. I think I got him. Yeah, I heard him. That's a really bright light. I've not seen that bright light before. Alright, now we need to try and do as much damage to the Shagohod as possible. I hope that missile doesn't kill me. It did. Damn it. That might be the first time I've died to a missile there. Alright, we'll try this again. Yep, got it. Still struggling a little bit with the whole if you start trying to fire too early after doing a quick reload, Snake doesn't fire. It seems to have gotten worse over time, and it's weird because it's very specifically an Xbox bug. It doesn't really happen on the PS3 version of the game, and as far as everyone knows, the PC version and as far as I can tell, every version of the Master Collection is based on the PlayStation 3 version and not on the Xbox 360 version.
Three more bombs left. Right. 2 more left. A little more left. Only 1 more left.
There we go. Snake's aim is perfect in third person, so I don't need to...
Keep your aim steady. Shadowhawk. It's here. Down.
Okay. Does also help if you shoot the Kerotan. Oh, this might have gone wrong. Yes, it... Oh! Yeah, that didn't go well. Yeah. Got him! I got that Kerotan, like, straight away. This is... The game is being very, very nice to me with where... Jeez! I said that was very, very kind. Luckily, phase 2 of Volgin is so easy. It's very, very difficult to get that wrong. As long as you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it's very easy to get it wrong. But if you know what you're doing, you really shouldn't be getting that wrong. We'll do some Mosing the Gaunt sniping for a change. Don't do this very often. And of course, we get to meet our good friend Hellfrog. For those who haven't seen this one before, our community here likes to refer to the frog in this room as a Hellfrog, because he is not the hardest frog in the game. It's just simply that if you miss this frog, then your run's dead. Pretty much. Hopefully that takes up... Yeah! I love it when that happens. And it took me so long to take them out. These ones, the bikes that are there only spawn if you've quickly taken out the previous spikes. So in that case, I didn't take them out quick enough, so they didn't spawn.
It's an ambush.
They're not going anywhere. They're over here.
It's fairly nasty. I did not do a very good job of taking them out. Alright, Hellfrog, here we go. There we go. That's fine. I could hear him. I could hear. In fact, you can still hear him. Let's revo south. The two frogs in the next two bike rooms are right at the start. So it's you have plenty of time to reset if something goes wrong. I would prefer to. It is safer to take these guards out with this, only because there is a chance that, particularly the two cards at the side, the left, I say the left one, the is on the right. This one in particular, there's a very good chance if you shoot with the RPG, you might just hit a tree that you're passing and blow yourself up. Got him. Got him. Not taking any risks. She said shoot the frog, right? Nice. I am quite low on health. A little worried about how little health I have. I don't think it's going to be a problem. In fact, let's make it not a problem. I'm going to equip the life medicine, just to be on the safe side. The only reason not to use life medicine is if you're going for a foxhound run. You can't use life medicine if you're going for foxhound. And the amount of continues I've had, this ain't a foxhound run. So yeah, it's not. Let's play it safe. Let's not waste any more time. If I can try and avoid using it, that'd be great. I'll do my best to not use it. May have my gripes with the Master Collection, but it is still genuinely so nice to have MGS3 running natively on PC. There we go. I knew I'd get them eventually. Bloody hell! I had some right problems taking care of some of those guards. Whee! I thought that was okay. Kapladi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nick RP stream. I don't think I heard the alert, but I don't think it popped up on the stream.
Let me have some more.
I'll have to have a look at that as well. No, cure. We need to cure Eva. We'll leave Snake alone. Snake doesn't need curing. Leave Eva behind. Don't need her following us in this first section. Right, in a normal speedrun, you would go... Oh, let's get you to follow me. You go right. In a Kerotan run, we go left, because the Kerotan is over on the left-hand side, and it is quicker to just go left rather than go right and try and swing around. So just get ready to shoot the guards. Gotcha.
Snake, where are you?
What do you mean, where am I? I'm right here. Jesus, she could... Well, that was not ideal. That should not have taken that long. I can't believe Eva couldn't see me from there. Oh, what? Oh, this is the run that just keeps on giving, doesn't it? Right, come on, Eva. Well, I guess I'd need to not stand... Not quite sure why Eva couldn't see me. There we go, I'm in 35% now, so hopefully she can see me from here. I accidentally aimed at her. Damn it! You gotta be very careful during this section that you don't aim at her. If you aim at Eva, then she ducks down and she just doesn't get back up again. I do remember that the first time I ever tried to get all the Kerotans back on the PlayStation 2, I needed a guide to find them all. I think when I came back to start learning Kerotans, I didn't use a guide. I think I then searched through and found them all. Right, hopefully I can deal with this now. So if we come to here, shoot the frog. And now whilst Eva's going there, I can shoot them as they come over this hill. If they're going to cut, they sometimes don't. Sometimes they get, there we go. That might now be enough to not have to worry about them again. The guards in this room change because you never always take one guard out at the exact same moment in the exact same spot. So, you know, depending on exactly where they're stood will determine exactly what kind of actions they take. So sometimes you can take just, you only have to take one out. Sometimes you have to take all four of them out. Come on, Eva. Poor Snake and his look at Snake and his broken leg. Two more frogs to go. Huh. That guard out. Back at Eva. Look up to this tree. Lean. Guards can't see you when you're leaning. Take that guard out. Now for the frog, penultimate frog in the game, and it is one of the easiest. We have to wait for Eva anyway, so we lose no time trying to shoot it. Hence its name, the Freak. Right, so Eva is now definitely following me. So I'm going to run up to here. Going to kick this plant. That distracts the guard who is there. He's now going to run round and walk round and try and find us. Guard out. Oh, I should have taken this guard out first. Always forget you should take out the left guard first. Wasn't a problem. Let's wait for Eva. And there's one more guard in this room, but we don't worry about him. He is, you can just see him there, next to just to the left of that snake. And he's his view is so focused on one location that he does not see us and he does not hear us. Now we just need to shuffle over to Eva. Alright. It is time for the final boss. And this one isn't even going to be under 2 hours at this rate.
Let's see what you're made of.
Someone's
Excellent.
the ground. Stun grenade up in the air.
You're
Slam.
better than I remember.
Now that stun grenade trick won't work again. Slam it to the ground. Try and reset the fight.
Yourself. Your skills have improved.
Finish the fight. And then, very last thing to do, shoot that frog. It would be absolutely horrible to finish this fight and not shoot that frog. The very, very last thing we have to do. Wow! Gold, 20-second gold split on the boss. That was spot on, that boss fight. Can't complain about that boss fight. That was banging. Considering how bad so much of this run has been, that boss was superb.
It's our only hope.
Oh.
A patriot.
So this is an unskippable cutscene. We do have to sit through this. Oh, my legs are gone. No, I'm gonna, whilst we wait for this, I'm just gonna stretch my legs.
Or should
Oh.
I say, snake?
I guess I haven't really been sat in one position like this for so long. In so long.
Kill me
Oh.
now. Do it.
Oh. Usually I'm up and I'm up and about, moving about and doing stuff.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
One snake. Right, one last little hurdle before the end of the game. Just gonna grab the gun. There is no Kerotan frog in here. There's one last save boss. Make sure I avoid accidentally saving it. And then, of course, as always, we'll mute the audio for this bit because the music is will get you demonetized. There we go. So, there we go. In 2 hours, unfortunately, that is a massive, massive derust. It has been a while. You know, I've done the last 2 weekends. I have done 3 different speedruns at events, sort of. Two weekends ago, I was running for Misfit Mascot Relay 2. I was running Metal Gear Solid, which is the Ape Escape 3 minigame. Unfortunately, I completely screwed up. Did not keep an eye on how the schedule was going. They were running about an hour ahead of schedule. Hey, Smuggling Solid! Hello, my friend. Thank you very much. No, I am Dad. I think we might be missing some audio from that as well. But the scene moved. This scene moved into the right position. Welcome all. Thank you very much for the raid, Glenn. It's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you here. First stream back. It's got some technical issues to try and deal with. It seems that Konami did something with the controller, Steam controller layout, and my custom layout doesn't work anymore. Yes, new places. We're getting there. I've been told the microphone is a little bit echoey because this room's still a little bit empty. I need to get more stuff up on the walls. But we do have the nice display case in this view. It's a little empty at the moment because I tried to fill it and didn't do a very good job of filling it. So the top shelf here with all my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff looks really nice. This bit here with all my Metal Gear stuff is missing all the Metal Gear games. But yes, Sphinx, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nick RP stream. Again, another issue. None of my alerts seem to be showing up on stream. I wonder if stuff is in the wrong place on the hard drive and stuff. But at least having this stream now, I can get an idea of what's wrong, what needs fixing, and hopefully make it better. I mean, it has been 5 months since I was over 5 months since I was regularly streaming. OBS would yell at you for that when it opened. Yeah. I will have a look and see if there's anything I can do with the microphone. In the meantime, I've not looked at microphone settings or anything. I'm sure there's a way of sort of removing some of the boom. I don't know if it's also because I'm quite far away from the mic. Maybe if I was a bit closer to the mic and turned the mic volume down a little bit. That might also help. Yes, I do, but the EQ settings that I'm using are all based on my old studio, and I haven't had chance to. Oh, sorry, for some reason I moved away from OBS, and my mic still, my mouse still had control of the mic audio. But yes, my EQ settings are all based on my old house, and this is a much bigger room. It's about twice as big as my old studio, which is really nice. I would show you the other view from the other camera, but for some reason my other camera is completely locked on this. Actually, I wonder if I might be able to fix it. Ah. So now you're just going to get that, which was not what I was planning on doing. If I can just. There we go. Now we get this. Now we get this view. And this isn't a view that we actually should be seeing. Let's go to this one. There we go. I also haven't quite sorted out the color for this camera because I didn't know I was going to be using it. Yeah, so here's the other view. You've got the other display cabinet in the corner there with the giant Eevee on the top. As you can see, the bed behind me is still. I mean, there's a moving box right there. That's a box full of stuff from when I moved. Yeah, and the intention eventually that this back wall will. I'm looking at the wrong camera. This back wall will have all of the the cubes in the top and load of stuff in there in the back. It's like your mic source changed with the camera because the previous one was quieter. Yeah, I said I had my mic a little further away from my mouth, so I don't know if coming a bit closer helps as well. And Alex is doing fantastically. He's he's really starting to show some personality. We're getting a lot of giggles, a lot of coos. Every time you see, first thing that happens in the morning for me, I wake up, go downstairs, get him his bottle, and bring him back up and feed him. And at that point, all he cares about is the milk. He doesn't care about anything else. But the next thing I do is I put him down on his mat to change him, and that's the moment where he looks up at me for the first time every day. and as soon as he looks up at me, I get the biggest smile across his face. It's so lovely. It's so warming. I've actually been away from him all weekend, and I'm away from him again. On Thursday, I travelled to Manchester for an award show with work, and over the weekend, I was then in Wrexham for Insta Speedathon, my first live event since becoming a dad, and that was good. It was fun, very small. It was less a speedrunning event and more a station to do your run instead of doing it from home. But it was all right. It was good. Massively impressed with InstaSim, who was running it, for the effort that he put on to do it. It was really good. So I was away all weekend. And then today, Heidi's had an appointment that she's had to go to. I've had to be in the office at work, so there was no one. We couldn't have Alex at home. So yesterday, Heidi took Alex to her parents. He stayed with them overnight. So Heidi and I actually got our first night to ourselves since Alex was born. So we both got a very good night's sleep. But after she finished with her appointment, she's gone over to her parents. They're staying there overnight. I'm then going back to the office tomorrow morning because I've got another meeting at the office tomorrow. So I'll then see him again tomorrow evening. So, Sunday evening I got back, he was already asleep in bed. I saw him at midnight for his feed. I saw him briefly in the morning. Well, I saw him a little bit throughout the day when I was working from home on Monday, but then sort of 3:00 on Monday, she took him. I was with him for less than 24 hours, and then he left me again. So I've not spent a lot of time with I've not spent a lot of time with my son in the last week. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, the philosophers can finally be
was InstaSim the person hosting or also a different person? He was the person hosting. InstaSim was the only member of staff on site. He had some help from there was at least one person online that was doing like the online hosting and online side of it, because it wasn't just in-person runs. It was there were in-person and online runs. So InstaSim was hosting it all. And doing all the tech from his side. He just had someone, I think their name was Tota Runs or something like that, who was just doing the tech checks for everyone online and getting them ready. Huge props to the guy. Doing all of that on your own from a remote location is not easy. I've now done 3 Pixel Perfects, and Pixel Perfect Marathon 4 is currently being worked on. Doing it with 3 of us and volunteers is rough enough. Never mind doing it all on your own from a remote location. It's not easy. So huge props to the guy for putting it on. I look forward to seeing where they go in the future. Now, unfortunately, Wrexham was not ideal to get to. It was ideal to get to because I was already in Manchester. It was just a train from Manchester to Chester to Wrexham. That was nice and easy. It took about an hour and a half to get from Manchester to Wrexham. Getting home was 5 hours, and that was... My original train was cancelled, so I had to get a slightly different route. So I got a train from Wrexham to Chester, a train from Chester to Birmingham. A train from Chester to Crewe to Birmingham. Final time of 2 hours, 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Exactly 2 hours and 5 minutes on the IGT, but there is the frog. We at least did get every single Kerotan frog. So that was the important bit. Anyway, just to continue the story. So Wrexham to Chester, Chester to Crewe to Birmingham New Street. I then had to walk from Birmingham New Street to Birmingham Moor Street, which is only 5-10 minutes. It's not that bad. You just walk through the ball ring and you're done. Train from Birmingham Moor Street to Bicester North. Replacement bus service from Bicester North to Aylesbury Vale, and then Aylesbury Vale to Aylesbury, which is now where I live. So that was 5 trains, 1 bus, and then from Aylesbury station I had to get a taxi home. So yeah, 5 trains, 1 bus, 1 taxi, and it took just over 5 hours. So as much as I enjoyed Insta Speedathon, I won't be rushing to go back. To be honest, I really did only go because I was already. If I hadn't already been in Manchester at that time, I probably wouldn't have gone, and I'd have probably done the run online. But I'm glad I did. You know, it's always nice to meet people. You know, I got to meet Insta for the first time. He's a really cool guy. I met Mancunian Nightmare. I had a chat with Viper UK from UKSG. It was nice seeing him again. We had a bit of a chat about UKSG. He was saying that it's, you know, I'm always welcome back to UKSG in Glasgow. And I said, you know, with having a 5-month-old, getting to Glasgow isn't the most ideal situation, but you know, I'll try and see if I can at some point. It would be nice to do UKSG again. So yeah, it is good to be back doing live events, doing other. I've submitted to a couple of other marathons actually online. Actually, I say a couple of other. I think I've only submitted to one more. Let me check. I did see that Shots Fired. Shots Fired has put out a questionnaire about doing a live UK event, which is interesting. So looking forward to seeing if that goes ahead. What was the other one? I think it was Preventathon I've submitted to. Let me check Oengus. My profile on Oengus. No, sorry, Preventathon, which I thought I'd done Preventathon before, but I haven't. I thought I'd done a run for I thought, because this is Preventathon 3, I thought I'd done Preventathon 2, but I haven't. Unless they didn't use Oengus. I can check that easily. I just changed Prevent 3 to Prevent 2 URL. Prevent 2 is not showing up on Oengus, so maybe they didn't use Oengus for Preventathon 2, because I'm sure I've done Preventathon. But in any case, I've submitted Mini Ghost and this MGS3 All Kerotans to Preventathon, because Mini Ghost and MGS3 are kind of the 2 legacy ones that I'm most interested in still doing events at the moment. Going forwards, following this stream and going into the future, I'm not planning on just going back to everything I did before. I'd like to return to Metal Gear Solid 1 at some point, partly because, quite selfishly, my Metal Gear Solid 1 YouTube videos, whether it's VODs of runs or other videos around Metal Gear Solid 1, are always the ones that do the best. So I would like to go back to MGS1 and tackle Extreme properly. I had a brief stint of doing Extreme when a couple of years ago, still sort of as we were coming out of the pandemic, I got accepted for ESA, and that was all online. They weren't back at live events. So I did a Metal Gear Solid 1 run for ESA. It was supposed to be PC any % easy, but for that run, I learned Extreme so we could do an Extreme bonus incentive, and that incentive got met. So I did run PC Extreme for ESA, but I'd like to go back and do Master Collection is obviously the main one. I do still have the PS TV, and I can still play the original console version, which I'd like to do at some point. Probably still looking to do the Master Collection trilogy and Master Collection quadrilogy. No, sorry, quintology. Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, all back to back. That would be good. But I would like to consider what Metal Gear speedrun I learn next. The obvious one is Metal Gear Solid 4. I've done 1, 2, 3. I've done Survive. I've done Ghost Babel. I've done Metal Gear. I've done Metal Gear 2. I've done Metal Gear. I all the Metal Gears I've done. I've done Twin Snakes. Of all the ones to forget. So yeah, I mean, from there, MGS4 is kind of the most obvious one. I did actually start. I've done Act 4 of Metal Gear Solid 4 because I've done the Shadow Moses trilogy. But I did actually start learning MGS4 a while ago, and the problem I found with MGS4 is because of the way the alert system in Metal Gear Solid 4 works, where you still kind of get traditional alerts, but they don't have the same impact, and there's certainly no you don't get stopped. You know, you can move on to the next area, and most of the time, you know, moving through the different areas, there isn't much, apart from being shot at, there isn't much of a particular on the easier difficulties. There isn't much to be disincentivized to getting alerts, and without even looking at a guide, it does seem very clear to me that at least on the easiest difficulty setting, which I think is called. Is it called? I think it's called Liquid Easy. I think that's because I think it's Liquid Easy, Solid Normal. There's two normals. There's like a solid normal. Maybe it's Solid Normal and Liquid Normal, and then Extreme is the boss. I don't know why they didn't just stick with the normal difficulty settings for MGS4, but certainly on the easiest setting, it does really seem that in MGS4, it really does just become get from A to B. Here is the start of the room. Here is the end of the room. Get from here to here, and that's it. And fight the occasional boss. It does seem like MGS4. It's all about the boss fights because everything else is just get from A to B. I'm sure as the difficulties go up, that changes, but you know, it wasn't the bits that I think I learned. I think I actually got to like halfway through the second act. I can't remember exactly. It was ages ago that I started running it. And yeah, the hardest bit about it was the laughing octopus fight. Everything else was dead simple. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe just do MGS4 and get MGS4 out of the way. Have I lost my? I need to figure out. I've lost my my mouse. My mouse is not working. My keyboard is working, but my mouse isn't. I've got this issue. I've said before. I've got an issue with USB devices at the moment. Unplugging my mouse and plugging it back in has not fixed the problem. Yeah, but my computer doesn't seem to. Yeah, MGS4. My computer doesn't seem to like that. I've put so much stuff through through various different hubs rather than directly into the computer. I need to buy because like my mouse, for example, my mouse is plugged into my mouse mat because I have an RGB mouse mat with pass through. The mouse mat is plugged into my keyboard because my keyboard has pass through. My keyboard is plugged into a USB switch, so I can switch between my desktop and my work laptop because I work from this desk as well. And then that switch is plugged into my computer. So to get to my mouse, my computer has to go through 3 previous devices. So I think that's where it's struggling a little bit. So I might need to rethink it. The only problem is the USB switch that I've got has only got 4 USB ports in it, and I need all 4. 2 for my keyboard, 1 for the keyboard and 1 for the keyboard's pass through, one for this mic because I use this mic for work as well. You know, if I'm in a Teams call, I use Microsoft Teams, and then one for not this camera, but this camera is plugged into it so that I can use this camera for Teams calls as well. So I might have to. I think the only thing really I could do with that is remove the mouse mat from that equation. Have the mouse mat plug straight, because the mouse mat doesn't have to plug into my laptop. So maybe do that. Try and get some stuff that's plugged into my into my monitor out and into the computer. But one of the issues that I've got, I don't really. Trying to think how obvious it's not that obvious, but I'm still using the same camera angles that I did in the old flat. But last time, you know, this camera was here, and behind me I had a TV, and behind me was also the door to leave. Now the door to leave is actually over here this time, so the room, I'm in a very different location in the room than I was last time. And also Heidi and I swapped desks. Heidi has got my old desk and I've got her old desk, because her old desk is this really nice big corner desk. You can't see it very well because the game's in the way. So let me swap just to the webcam scene. There we go. So the desk is still here. This is all part of one desk. It sort of comes, you know, it comes nicely along here, and then has this little L bit here, which is really nice. It's meant the computer knows the position of the door. It's not that. The problem with this desk is the L shape is fixed. So it's really long across this edge and just has this really short little bit here. You can't swap this bit and put it on this side of the desk. It has to be in this corner like this. You can buy the desk the other way round, but you can't swap the desk that you've got, not unless you like really mangle it and stuff like that. So the advantage is I can put my computer on the desk. In my old studio, I had my desk like this, and then I had a little table off on the right, and my computer sat on that table. And from there, everything plugged into my computer there. So like I have my Stream Deck. My Stream Deck is like directly under. In fact, I should be able to just point my camera down, sort of. There you go. There's my Stream Deck. There's Alex's bouncing chair. So yeah, I have my Stream Deck there. You know, and I have all of my consoles are right there, so they have to plug into my capture card and stuff like that. So all of this stuff here, and I obviously have this webcam here, and you know another webcam here, but all of this stuff that's sort of nicely over on the right hand side, really nicely plugged into my computer. With the desk being swapped over, the computer is obviously now there. That big white box is the computer. And of course, the other thing is this computer, of course, is, you know, really nice color scheme, Starfield. It's the computer that I want, but it's all on the left, and I've had to put the computer on the left. So as you can see, you can't see the inside. You just see the outside of it. It's a real shame. The computer really works best when it's on the right hand side and not on the left hand side, and there's not a lot I can do about it. So instead, you know, it's on that side. The problem is all of these devices over here on the right hand side, my Stream Deck, my mouse, this webcam, it now has to go. The wires have to go all the way over to this side to get into the back. It's not been the setup I was hoping, because the other thing is where again I'll show you with the webcam where the computer, you can see here's the wall, here's the back wall. There's like no space between the wall and the computer, and the back of my computer is next to that wall. So how do you think I get into the back of my computer to change anything with great difficulty. And unfortunately, that was something I really wanted to avoid. I wanted to try and have a setup this time round where I could easily get to the back of my computer. But the way I've had to do it and the way I've had to set everything up, it just hasn't worked. I think there is a better way of doing it. I think the better way of doing it is to actually take the computer off the desk and go back to having the computer next to the desk on the side. I don't know if I can remove. I can remove anything. If I can remove anything, I know. I'll just turn a monitor off. Remove something. I wouldn't say incriminating, but something I shouldn't really show on. I shouldn't show you like my Twitch stats and stuff like that. I also have a forbidden desktop wallpaper that I'm not allowed to show anyone yet. I don't know how well this is going to work, because I don't quite know how much camera I'm gonna have. But here's the stream. Here's the game. There is a. I will apologize for there is a rubbish bin over here. So I then have, again, it's not really ideal to try and show this, but I've got this cupboard here. Oh, it's not a cupboard. It's a small bookcase. That used to have just a bunch of games on it, but I took some of the shelves out now, and that now houses all of my consoles. So I've got these are my two Wiis. You can just about see the PS TV here. There's the Switch dock. There's the PS3. That's a companion cube. And just down here, you can see my Xbox Series S, an Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 2. And there's the box of rubbish. Oh, and there's and my printer. So I've been able to put that there and have all of my consoles on that, and that's a really nice setup. My HDMI switch, again, you can't really see much of this now, but my HDMI switch is here, so they all plug into this HDMI switch. That HDMI switch then plugs into my capture card, and then that all goes over to my computer over here. So it works. It's a nice setup, but as I say, I'm having some problems with the fact that. Let's try and get that back in the right position. I'm having some problems with the fact that too much stuff is plugged into USB hubs. My Stream Deck is plugged into a hub because I can't get the cable to go all the way over. My monitor is also a hub. My monitor has a USB plug into the computer, and I think it provides something like 4 USB ports. And I only ever used 2 of them before. I never used all 4, and I think it's just simply that I've got. If it wouldn't be too bad if I was just using one hub, but I've got that hub, and then I've also got my switch. My USB switch for switching between my my desktop and my laptop, and my computer's just like, there's too many USB devices in too many different places. There's not enough stuff just directly plugged in. So I think the solution might actually be to take that bookcase that's got all of the consoles on and put it on the desk here. It would probably fit there. It wouldn't go up to the ceiling. And then put a table down here on the right, put the computer there. That way I can see the computer again. It looks nice, and should be able to get into the back of it a lot easier. It gives me a bit more space to work with on this side, because I haven't got a huge, great bloody computer on it. And then all of this stuff that's on this side, because everything ends up on this side, will easily plug into the computer. I think that's the solution, but I don't know. I've got to try it. The biggest problem I've got with trying anything like this, that is, this computer is fucking heavy. Getting this up the stairs was a night. Getting it down the stairs was a nightmare. I had a removal guy take it down one flight of stairs. I was very, very grateful to that removal guy for doing it. It was one of the things that did not go in the removal van. It went in the van with me and my father-in-law. I was like, this is not going out of my sight. This is not going in any van that I do not have access to. I am taking this with me. It is the most valuable item in this house, apart from Alex, of course. It just beats Heidi's saxophone. I have been working on valuing it, and it does just beat Heidi's saxophone. So yeah, this room's still got a lot of work. Obviously, the bed's a bit of a mess because it's just full of random stuff. I've got to get that fixed this week because my parents are coming and they're going to be staying in it. I've got to get the rest of this cabinet filled because I plan to put all of my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on this shelf and this shelf, and then found I could get it all on one shelf. So I started putting all my Metal Gear Solid stuff. You can't really see it very well because of the mic. So I then started to put all of my Metal Gear Solid stuff on this shelf, and the majority of my Metal Gear Solid stuff are games, and those games are in a different box somewhere else. So that shelf is very empty. I then never decided what was going on the third shelf down, so that shelf is completely empty, and you can't see the bottom shelf, but it's got League of Legends stuff on it. You can't see the top shelf, but that's got any sort of gaming cuddly toys that I've got. There's a couple of Poros, there's a Pikachu, there's the Winged Dragon of Ra. I get to display all of my nice, my various speedrunning badges. I did get one from Insta Speedathon. Again, you can't see because of the place. There we go. That's my Insta Speedathon runner badge. Say that I went to Insta Speedathon. Mine and Heidi's GDQ badges, and my UKSG one and my ESA one are there as well. So that's all pretty cool. So I can turn this monitor back on now. Yeah, a lot of work to do. My parents are coming this weekend, and we're not going to be working on this room. Instead, we are going to be decorating Alex's room. Alex's room's still got all the rest of the unopened boxes in it. So we're doing his room. And then from there, we decorate his room. Probably our bedroom is probably the second to be decorated. It also needs carpet putting down because it's laminate. One problem that this house has got, particularly upstairs, is all of the floors are uneven. Like I have like a little dip under this chair, which is horrible. This room desperately needs decorating. Probably third. Heidi's desk is a bit of a mess. You can sort of see, this, all of this sort of jungle themed wallpaper looks quite nice, and the back wall is grey. I'd probably stick with the grey. My old studio is grey. Grey is a nice neutral color to work in. But then you look over at, it looks all right. There's the door. There's a cupboard, and then you look over at Heidi. Oh my God, what happened over there? So yes, that's Heidi's desk in Heidi's little hidey hole. And the reason why there's no wallpaper. Well, there was wallpaper. I took it down. But there's no paint, or the wallpaper needed taking down. Was that used to be a cupboard? It used to be an inbuilt cupboard. It was homemade. It was not like a custom fit or anything like that. Someone just basically put some bits of wood up, slapped some shelves on, and slapped some doors on the front, and it was awful. I've never really liked inbuilt cupboards. My childhood home, both mine and my brother's bedrooms originally had inbuilt wardrobes, and it was only within like a year of us being there that my parents ripped them all out because they take up so much space. When I panned the camera over, then there is a cupboard there. We believe that used to be a boiler cupboard, but they moved the boiler. That cupboard unfortunately can't be removed because it is actually properly built into the room. The walls around it are part of the structure. The cupboard that was here was just flimsy bits of wood all put together awkwardly. So yeah, I ripped that out like really early on, and it's given Heidi space for her desk. We wouldn't have been able to do it without it. So that works out quite nicely. But yeah, as a result, it looks hideous. So that needs painting, and obviously another layer of paint or wallpaper in here would help with the acoustics as well. With how big it is now, I might be looking at getting some actual soundproofing in here. I've never done soundproofing before. Getting some soundproofing up to try and dampen the sound and make it not so echoey is probably not a bad idea. Just filling it with stuff would obviously also help. We want shelves above Heidi's desk. I want to put the boxes, the old boxes that I had across this back wall, and hopefully it will be a bit more in shot for the stream in the future. But yeah, little way off. Alex's room is more important. I'm sure Heidi will argue that she'd like our bedroom doing before we worry about this room. But yeah, it's all a work in progress. See how we get on. Yeah. So there's obviously no point in. I knew I was never going to do a second MGS3 run. There wasn't going to be much point. To be honest, I don't really see much point in jumping onto a different game now either. I suppose I could do a quick I could do a mini ghost run. But nah, I don't really see much point. I think as I've got another night off from Alex, I'd like to kind of use the opportunity to get a decent night's sleep. So yeah, we're not gonna play anything else. It's been nice, chatting and letting you know sort of what's going on, and how things have sort of gotten to the points they're in, and and at some point, hopefully, I'll get to do a weekend stream or something where Alex can come on. The only thing with these streams going forwards, they'll be starting for my time at 8 p.m. and by the time I start streaming, Alex will already be in bed. So unfortunately, during the normal Tuesday and Thursday streams, there's not really going to be an opportunity for Alex to be on the stream, because he'll be asleep. And I would I want him to, I want people to be able to see him and that. And I'll try and share some more photos on Discord. I don't feel like I share enough about Alex on Discord. But being a dad is everything I always wanted to be. When Heidi and I got married, we both knew that we'd be having kids pretty quickly, because we both always wanted to be parents. And it's the best thing in the world. I absolutely adore him. And it doesn't, now that it's been 5 months, and it's like I can't really think about what life was like before him now. It's just, this is it. It's me, Heidi, and Alex, and it feels like it should have always been that way. Having said that, I do sometimes cherish these moments where I don't have to worry about him. Yeah, we'll obviously see how things go. I will obviously be back streaming again on Thursday. Thursday will be a little bit different because he'll actually be here. He will be in bed. So I might have to start keeping the volume down a little more going forwards. I won't be quite as bombastic as I have been before, which means I kind of need to make sure that the mic, I do some work on the mic sound so that I don't have to be really loud into the mic so that you can hear me. So yeah, that's gonna work with you. That's gonna need a little bit of work going forwards as well. The only other thing I know with Thursday is Heidi has been invited to play squash against someone. ASMR Nick, yes. Must make sure that we do not wake the baby. Heidi has been invited to play squash on Thursday, so whilst I will be streaming, it will be a case of if Alex suddenly wakes up, and he doesn't tend to. Once he's asleep, take him a little time to get down, but once he's asleep, he's normally fine. We have to wake him up at midnight to give him his feed. But yeah, so on Thursday there is the stipulation that if for some reason Alex does wake up and starts crying, I will have to just go away from the stream to sort him out and come back. But that's not going to be the case every stream. Heidi's now doing she's playing squash on a Monday, going to wind band on a Wednesday. She's finally getting to play a saxophone again, which I'm really happy for her with, because she's all the time we were living in Hemel, she did not pick up her saxophone. Pretty much we moved into that flat, her saxophone got put in the back of a cupboard, and it came back out again when we moved. It might have come out once or twice just to have a look at or something, but she's not played a saxophone at all. So I'm really pleased that she's found some stuff. I have found on a Wednesday as well in Aylesbury Town Centre, there is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hobby League, which I'm not going to try and go every week, but I'm going to see if I can go, because I miss playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been a lot. Me and Heidi have been playing it a little bit recently because we've got the new table, so we've got space to actually play games. So we've got to crack the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards out, and I want to go through them and try and sort them out and see what decks I could build that might actually work. And I'm kind of enjoying getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! But physically, there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and it's card games online. It's just not the same. Particularly a card game online where you have already played the physical. Like Hearthstone was never a problem because Hearthstone wouldn't work as a physical card game because of the way that the mechanics kind of work. But Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd spent so much time playing the physical card game and having the cards that playing it online it's not the same. There's just not the same feeling as, drawing the cards, holding them in your hand. And it's a really nice way of playing games. So hopefully I'll get the opportunity to do that a little bit more. I think I'm going to leave it there. Gives me a little bit of time to sort of clean up some stuff before I head to bed, because as I said before, I'm back in the office tomorrow, so I'm going to use the opportunity to get a decent night's sleep. I will obviously keep everyone updated with sort of what's going on, but do now expect to see me every Tuesday, every Thursday back on the stream. Of course, if you want to, that's socials. There we go. If you do want to follow me on Twitter, YouTube, join the Discord server, you can find all of those links on my link tree. So head over there. It's always great to see more people in Discord, and that's where I do most of my updates. If you want to sort of know what's going on with Pixel Perfect, and any other stuff, I've got something else. So I'm working on something else at the moment. Very, very far off future stuff. But I'm hoping it might have some legs, and we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, it's been an interesting first stream back. I'm sorry that we just did one run of Metal Gear Solid 3 and then kind of left it at that, and the rest of it's just been chatting. Obviously, I had loads of tech issues, and I now know sort of what I need to deal with OBS to try and I still don't quite understand what's going on with with this. Like, why is that doing that? I don't know, but that still looked better than it was looking beforehand. So maybe I clearly fixed something. Thank you very much to Caro and Silent for the for resubbing. Oh, I've got to go because I'm losing my voice. Have a good couple of days. I will see you on Thursday for probably some more MGS3. Hopefully, some better MGS3, and maybe a couple of MGS3 runs. But yeah, take it easy, folks. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday. Good night.